आपको ये हटाना पड़ेगा सर। Hello everyone. So we are waiting for Manu. Oh, finally, Manu, you also joined. We were waiting for you. So, guys, first of all, thanks for joining this webinar today. So we are going to start this webinar, and this is truly live webinar. And we, we requested Manu to join this. That was important, and he's joining from home. Yes. So,
Thanks, Krishna.
so
Thanks,
let's
everyone.
start. Yeah.
Yep.
So, guys, my name is Krishna Kumar. I'm co-founder of OneView Task. So, we are going to, share our new features in this one. Yes, ma'am.
Thanks, everyone. My name is Manu. I'm a co-founder of OneView Task. So, in today's webinar, we will share you what are the features that we have launched this month and what are the features we are also going to launch this month itself in this next coming weeks. And in addition to this, we will give you the idea how important is the task management system.
Okay,
So,
so what you're going to get from this webinar? So how we are just going to structure this? So first of all, we will tell you all the task management techniques, right? And how important is the digital platform as of now to manage the task. And the second piece, we will tell you, let's say once you come to office, there are five things which you do every day. If any, every single person does five things during the office timing. And we are also going to, as we told, we're going to tell about our all new features we are going to launch. And finally, we will have question answers, Q&A sessions, where after this one. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
okay. So, in this webinar, we will give you why there is the importance of a task management system. So, even before the digital era, the task management is always an important part of our daily life, right? So, even before the digital era, people used to use pen and papers for managing their tasks. Okay, even after once the we evolved the computers, then the people start using the excels and other to-do list, all of these features for managing a task management. But all of these, whether it's a pen, paper, or excel sheets, they have some limitations or some constraints of the task management system. Few of the constraint is you can't share the tasks with your teams or other stakeholders. In excel you can share the excel sheets, but in that case you can't track the tasks, right? So you can assign tasks to the different team members, but you will not came to know like whether the task is complete or not, right? In addition to this, in some case, some type of task we need to share some additional information, like for example for some in some cases we have to share some kind of a documentation attached to that task list. So that was not feasible at all in the pen and paper, and not even in the Excel sheets also. And one more important thing is, so there is a life cycle of a task, like when task is created, when task was assigned, is there any query related to that task, who raised that query, who resolved that query, what are the different stages the task has moved. All of these features were not available in any of these pen, paper, or Excel sheets. Okay, and so these are the basic, very basic limitations of the task management system. In addition to this, after the COVID came, so the system of work or all the mechanism of the task management has changed, right? So the lots of people are now working from home. Even lots of people are now doing the freelancing also, right? And even the companies have also changed their strategies, right? So instead of hiring a full-time resource, they use the services of the freelancers, right? So most of the people in such scenarios are working from home or their remote locations. So in that case, there is a big challenge of tracking the task, right? Whether the person is doing that particular task or not. So in a normal scenario, freelancers are working for multiple companies, right? They are charging for same hours for the different companies, but how the companies will know whether for that particular hour that person is working, really working for that task assigned to him for that particular company, or is working for some other and charging for that. So that is again a very challenging task. So all of these problems, sharing of tasks, attaching a document, communication with the tasks related to tasks with the teams, and even the task tracking system, screen capturing, all of these feature. So people are using different systems for managing these things. Some are using for task management system, you're using some other things. For chatting, they're using some other tool. For task tracking or screen capturing, they're using the other tools. So that's what we also face the same problem in our scenario, so in our company. So we then thought to launch a similar product, or one product that will solve all of these problems. So that is a one view task. Okay, so all of these features, so not only these one view tasks have plenty of other features, which Krishna will explain you in the coming
Yeah,
slides.
absolutely. So, as Manu rightly said, after COVID, remote work started, right? All we mostly people are working remotely. So this is the very bigger challenges of now to manage the workforce, the complete work management, right? So let's move for the kind of work which we do. So let's say you come to office and or maybe you log in to your laptop. Then what do you do every day? So first of all, you focus on your assigned task. You're doing five things, right? So you do whatever work is assigned to you. So assigned is the one thing where you can see, hey, I have maybe five tasks in my bucket where I need to create some kind of reports for my managers, and then after that I have to just go and simply call to someone, or maybe do some kind of create some kind of contracting for my vendors or clients, or maybe any you creating any NDA for your any vendor. So first you complete whatever is assigned to you, and the second, let's say your team is working on some of the tasks, and you have some of the tasks like where you need to review before sending to your customer. So your team, someone has created one client report, and then once that person has created that report, then it should come to you, and you have to review it. Once you will review it, then you guys can send that report to a customer. That's maybe your process. So where we call about make a checker concept, where you do someone is doing and someone is reviewing it. Once this complete process is like done, then we can send this report to a customer. And this is the second piece. One is you're doing your assigned work. Second, you are reviewing whatever your team is doing. And third thing, you manage the escalations. Let's say you are the manager, your team is working, someone is just reviewing it. If the people are not working on time, your task, let's say your report has to, you have to send report every day. maybe till 12 o'clock. If the people are not sending report till 12 o'clock, or maybe any due date and time, then you should know as part of the escalation manager. So you should get the kind of notification, and you have to manage those escalations for those people. You have to simply ping them, hey, I see there are 5 tasks which are not completed, but yes, due date is already passed. Then you will go and simply call them, or maybe offline you can just, or maybe you can chat with those people. Yes, you have to complete those tasks. If it is not, then you have to just give us right valid reason, so that we can communicate to customer, or we can communicate to a stakeholder where we need to just complete and give their status as yes, we have done it, right? So this is third thing. And the fourth thing is like you manage queries, you rectify queries for your team. If someone is working, they know due date is very very near, and they have some queries which you need to review. You need to just like rectify for those people. Then once they say for this particular task I have this query, then you absolutely resolve those queries for those employees. Then this is the fourth thing. And the fifth thing is sometimes you manage your backlogs. You see that what happens, some of the tasks which are like you think you don't know when you are going to do, and even you don't know who is going to do that task right for you. But you have something in your mind, like you want to create one ppt design for your maybe pitch deck, or maybe like for your management. You want to create some kind of format so that everyone would start doing that, but you don't know who will create because you're not expert, or maybe you want to do later on. So you can just add your backlogs in your bucket. You should have somewhere some option to just add your all list of the backlogs. So whenever you're free, or you want to see, hey, how many backlogs I have, can I pick some of the backlogs and just assign to someone, or myself, so that I can start working on that. So this is the actual real problem for any individual, also any manager or any top leader. So and this is for everyone. So they come to office, they manage these 5 things. So yes. So the next thing is where what we're talking about, how you manage these 5 things by using by using tools. So in if you talk about overall work management style, how you just managing things. So in traditionally, if you see, we have multiple tools in the market. So we also gone through all these tools. A traditional style of work management, like you say that 3 or 4 tools that people are using. One, you say like for task management and project management, people are using Jira, Asana, ClickUp, Monday.com, right, and Notion. And there are multiple other tools as well. The people are simply providing task management, and they are simply providing project management. So you can manage those stuff from by using those. Also, if you have compliances, so normally what happens? Let's say you have to pay GSTs, you have to pay, which is something like recurring task. Some of the compliances which you have to do, some of the compliances are like one time, and some of the compliances are like which are like recurring. So how you can manage those? So in finance team, or maybe your accounting team or top leadership, what they do, the people are managing these things in Excel. This is what we have seen in small to bigger organizations. So for the compliance management, they never use any tool. For task management and project management, they use some of the tools, but for compliance, they're using Excel. And if you talk about chats, let's say you are talking about any task, you are simply chatting, you're calling, you're using multiple chat applications. You have as of now, in the market Slack, you're using Teams, you're using Skype, or multiple other tools, right? So whenever you want to call them, you want to just simply ping as part of the live chat, then you are using these chat platforms. And the fourth thing, let's say you have freelancers or consultant or any hourly worker in your company. Well, every company has hiccups. Sometimes they hire freelancers, or maybe a consultant, or or some hourly workers. So to rectify some of the problems for small projects. So for that reason, what you do, you just track hourly things, because you pay hourly those people. So what you do, sometimes you think, oh, okay, we need a tool which can actually monitor their screen. So whenever the people are working for us, because we are paying them, then we have to record the screen whether the people are working on a project or not, right? And they were working, and they were doing some kind of activity on their machine or not. So you may use, I mean, the people are using Time Doctor and Hub's staff. So there are other multiple tools as well. But if you see there, you see four applications people are using to manage the work. So for the work management, we came with all the solutions. We thought, why can't we start one tool only, right? And why can't we add everything at one place, so the complete work management will happen in single platform. That's how in our application, the all in a single platform, in the one view task, you see. So what we do, we providing project management, we providing task management, we have compliance management, where you can manage your one time task, one time recurring task, recurring compliances, you can manage those. And we have, in this month we are going to launch that's what we are coming on the point, what new features we are launching. We already have these things, but you will also have group and one-to-one live chat with your customer, because you have added your customer in a workspace. Then you can start chatting with that guy, you can call directly, talk about your task, you can tag any task in your chat. So task source is there, it has single platform for you, right? And we have screen monitoring as well in this, where you can capture your screen, you can record your screen, so that video recording and screen capturing, maybe during in every 3 minutes or 5 minutes or 7 minutes, we capture all the system activities, where how many keystroke the people are just pressing, and what is the mouse movement, what kind of applications the people are using. But it is again based on your need. Let's say you have 1,000 people in your company, you took 1,000 licenses, you are using one task, but you want to apply some licenses, maybe 100 license for your freelancers or contractors, or maybe you want to just record screen for your internal team. So you can take the licenses, you can apply only for those people. Then it will start capturing the screen whatever frequency you need, right? So you can manage yourself, all the things are available there. But yes, this screen capture feature is only available with our desktop application, because we have mobile application, we to just be always with the kind of updated all the tasks and all. And we have web application, we have desktop application. So that's what we have. So yes. So Manu is going to tell about the new features we launched. So yeah, Manu.
Okay, thanks, Krishna. So as Krishna has already mentioned about the feature that we launched recently, the screen capturing feature. So again, as I said earlier, so people were using the task management system, the screen capturing system into different platforms. So we are continuously innovating and evolving this one view task. So what we are doing is we are just our thought is like the people can use only one system. That one system can solve all the problems, right? So again, as I said that the lots of people are working from home, and most of the people who are freelancers. So this feature, the screen capturing, will enable, you can enable and disable for particular user. So it's not like it will be enabled for all the users. For which particular user you want to enable this feature, you just enable that. And again, you can set up the interval after how much time you want to capture the screen, right? So the system will automatically start capturing the screens, and there is a AIML model which is working behind, which actually compares all the screens and mouse activity, keyboard activity, all of this stuff, and based on that it generates a productivity report. So if a user's and this is all of this screen capturing is related to a task. So user, whenever user start a task, it will start capturing the screens if that screen capturing is enabled for that user. So how this will work, like yeah, so how this will work, like if a user say that I have worked 4 hours on this task, so the AML model which is working behind compare the screen, mouse activity, keyboard activity, will exactly says, okay, even you have spent 4 hours on this task, but actually your productive hour is 2 hours, and out of these 2 hours you were idle for these many hours or these many minutes, and out of that you were opening these applications, maybe YouTube or something other which is not related to the task you have opened this. So that kind of productivity report you can see by using this screen capture, which we have launched this month. And again, the next coming week, we are launching the two new features. One is a chat mechanism. So there are lots of chat, but this chat is particularly related to the tasks. So in this chat, you can discuss with the individual members who are working on that particular task. You can share your thoughts, your documents, everything related to that task through this chat mechanism. Okay, and then once initially with when we launched this one view task, so we know that creation of task itself is a big task, right? And we have a very we were very serious, like the task creation should not be a very big task. So if you start using the one view task, so you will see that you can create any task in a fraction of second, right? In some cases there are a set of predefined tasks. If you're going for any compliances, maybe ISO 27001 or any other compliance, where we have a set of tasks which has to be done before achieving that certifications, right? So in this one view task, what we are going to launch in this month is are launching this template, task management template, where we have predefined templates. You don't have to redesign the templates again and again. There are predefined templates. You have to just assign the user, and then automatically all the tasks will be created. Not only that, if you want to create your own custom templates also, like some of the backup related tasks, database backup related, or some other tasks, you know that there are set of 10 or 20 set of activities that needs to perform every year or every month or every quarter. You can create a templates one time, and then using that template you can assign tasks, and then automatically it will be assigned to individual members. So this is the feature that we are going to launch by end of this month. And I think Krishna, anything you want to add to it? So, I think Krishna, you are on mute. Krishna, you are on mute. I'm not able to hear you. Krishna, I think I am not able to hear you properly. Maybe. Uh, Okay, so I think that's it as of now. So if you have any question, please feel free to share in this group. Or if you have a question later, then you can also send your questions to our emails. Krishna, am I audible? Hey, Krishna, I think you're not audible. It seems. I think there is a problem at that Krishna's end. So I think he has answered the questions. Let me answer that questions again. Uh, so there is a question from Garima. How will one view task increase our team productivity? So as I think Krishna has already mentioned that. So we have a task management where we you can assign tasks. Someone also review the task. Okay, and in addition to this, we have an AIML model which is working behind for the screen capturing, which will give you the productivity report. Okay, and whenever the task is assigned to anyone, he will get an email alert, maybe on their, yeah, on the emails. He can get a notification on their mobile apps. So in this way, they can see the progress. Everyone can see the progress of the task, the assignee, the reviewer, and the escalation. So in this way, we have seen in our existing, we are once we start using a one view task, we have seen that there is a increase in the productivity in our organization. We have seen around 30 to 40% improve in the productivity. So we can guarantee you that once you start using this one view task, there will be a definitely more than 30% productivity improvement. Any other questions? Do you have any? Krishna, you're still not audible. Okay, so I think if you have any questions, you can just start sending. Okay, so if you have any question, you just start sending your questions on the at the email support at the rate oneviewtask.com. So we will definitely revert you back with your queries and your answers. If you have any kind of suggestions, please feel free to share your thoughts, your ideas at the support at the rate oneviewtask.com. And thanks you again, everyone, for joining this webinar. Thanks, Krishna. Thank you, everyone. See you soon.